Ready, set, let's go. Remy, stop! Remy had ignored all other pleas until then, storming through the streets in a rage that scattered pedestrians before her. She couldn't ignore Rook's gentle hand on her shoulder. She met his eyes, speaking through clenched teeth. What? Look, Remy, we're as upset as you are, but we can't just march out of the city. Rook tried to sound composed and calm as to not piss Remy off any more than she already was. Why the hell not? Nightingale needs Theodosian magic, and we know where to find a mage who knows it. I don't see a problem. He sighed. It's not a short trip. We need gear. And besides, most of your stuff is still at home, isn't it? From when you got kidnapped? She found her anger starting to fade. Rook was right, of course. Acting rashly might only add Nightingale to Remy's list of casualties. Fine. I'll get my stuff and we can pick up some stuff from Patrick's. Then we're gone. You guys, wait out here. I'll be right back. Remy strode up to her mansion doors, glaring daggers at the guards as she walked. The palatial estate was still in ruins, and there was no door to knock on as she made her way up. A few flat boards had been erected in the interim, screening off the interior from the street as best they could. Good to see you, Mistress Remy. Mia bowed to Remy as she made her way to her room. I'm delighted to see your home safe. Not my home anymore, Mia, Remy said in a matter-of-fact tone. I won't live here with the man you serve. The steward got out of her way without another word. Remy put on some proper clothes, collected all her old stuff, and tucked Aisling's switchblade into her belt. She'd very nearly turned to leave by the time she noticed something sitting on her bed. She might not have noticed it at all if it hadn't meowed. There was a box waiting for her, plain cardboard with a dozen little holes in it. A note rested on top of it in Malik's dense handwriting. To my daughter, congratulations on graduating. I wanted to get you something special, and remember you saying how much you missed your cat from Earth. I brought him home for you. Don't tell anyone. Love, Dad. Remy would have torn the note to pieces if it hadn't been for what it said. She couldn't even imagine how hard it must have been to bring a cat from Earth into Madara. Gage? Something meowed again from inside, and the whole thing rustled around. Remy pushed the lid off the top of the box, and sure enough, her cat was waiting inside. Well, almost. Like her, Gage had apparently passed through the advancement. He was about the same size, though there was something different about his eyes. His ordinary gray tawny color had changed to more exaggerated stripes, with white fur almost like a skull around his face. Gage hopped out of the box, sniffing Remy's outstretched palm. He licked one of her fingers, then meowed again in satisfaction. You remember me. Any other gift she would have left behind out of spite. Not Gage, though. She offered her hand, and the little feline scurried up onto her shoulder. It's not your fault that asshole brought you here. Remy turned to leave with an old friend and new companion in hand.